Good morning, metalheads of the internet, and welcome to my nightmare, but more specifically, a brand new episode of the Metal Meltdown, because, it appears as though Brojob, unaware of the fact that I already have more than enough Christmas music in my life, decided to drop a full-blown Christmas album, covering a slew of Christmas classics in their particularly silly, self-aware style of deathcore. And we're gonna talk about it today. Because why not? There's literally no other music to talk about. Why not? Okay, here we go. Bah humbug. God, I hate Christmas. Brojob is an American deathcore band who, over the past few years, have gone out of their way to deconstruct the toxic, hyper-masculine image of deathcore. They are a very humorous and homoerotic band, and as such have become known for a slew of humorous and homoerotic hit songs, such as E-Girls Are Ruining My Life, the Incel Anthem, Talk Shit, Get Kissed. Earlier this year, they put out a cover of Sam Smith's Unholy, because of course they did. Why not? Go for it. Hell yes. And now they've set their sights on the holiday season with a very deathcore Christmas with Brojob. And, I don't even really know where to begin with this. This is weird. This is weird. Although, admittedly quite rare, a metal band or a metal singer, a metal artist doing a Christmas album is not a totally unique phenomenon, you know? Twisted Sister, Rob Halford, King Diamond have all put out Christmas records and songs and such over the years. August Burns Red have become pretty well known for a slew of Christmas and holiday-themed albums and EPs and events and such. But I don't know if I've ever seen a band as silly as Brojob do this. And I don't know if I've ever seen an album as silly as this album exist as a result of that. I mean, we've got wild, nonsensical guitar solos and, like, the kind of, like, monstrous gutturals I would expect of Lorna Shore nowadays, and a slew of, like, muscular, hefty breakdowns. But, like, there's also Christmas chimes and bells and, like, woodwinds, and there's, like, angelic choirs and a lot of, like, jovial hooks and arrangements. There's a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You from Mariah Carey. There's a cover of Last Christmas from Wham. There's the Santa's Back in Town, which is basically a deathcore-ified version of The Boys Are Back in Town from Thin Lizzy, with some classic Christmas melodies kind of mixed in for shits and giggles. It's pretty bonkers, like, objectively speaking. Like, it's fucking weird. It's fucking silly. It's fucking cuckoo. And it's dangerously close to being obnoxious as a result of all of this, on top of the fact that it's Christmas music, which is just objectively really, really annoying, especially when you're like me and you work full-time in a big restaurant and are therefore subjected to a lot of Christmas music on a pretty regular basis this time of the year. And yet despite that, despite having the gut instinct that I normally have to projectile vomit like that girl from The Exorcist every time I normally hear normal Christmas music, I'm not doing that. I can't help but giggle and grin when I listen to a solid chunk of this EP. Is this something that I will be blasting Christmas Day? Probably not. Quite frankly, the only thing I plan on blasting Christmas Day is my fucking liver. But, it's fun, it's cheeky, and in a weird way, I feel like a lot of deathcore bands could learn from this, and I also feel like a lot of bands making Christmas metal could learn from this. It's just so over the top and bombastic. This album reads to me as something either constructed by people who genuinely love Christmas or by people who hate Christmas and just felt the need to absolutely shit all over these fucking songs. Either way, Brojob clearly having some fun, and honestly, so am I. The Santa's Back in Town, I thought, was a cute, fun little mashup of, like, Thin Lizzy and classic Christmas tunes. I like how the main melody from Deck the Halls is actually kind of, like, woven into the guitar solo. Feliz Navidad has the momentum and the groove and the intensity of, like, a folk metal song, but, like, filtered through the most abrasive, muscular, modern death metal or deathcore imaginable. Like, I don't know. Maybe if Cattle Decapitation suddenly got really into folk metal, maybe it would sound a little bit like this. The shredding guitars and the angelic choirs in Last Christmas weirdly suit each other quite well. And of course, the song itself is legitimately, you know, it's a take on Last Christmas from Wham, which was a pretty solid song to begin with. And this is coming from somebody who fucking hates Christmas. I hate Christmas, but I don't hate George Michael. You know, that original song is strong enough that, you know, Brojob can pretty much plaster anything on top of it and it'll still work. I can't say the same for All I Want for Christmas Is You because I feel like it's the most overrated song in human history and there's very little anyone could do to make it appealing to my ears. But props to Brojob for at least trying, for plastering this with a kind of excess that I weirdly expect from the Christmas holiday season itself. There are also some instrumental versions of every song that we've mentioned so far that make up the rest of this EP. It's a little unnecessary in my opinion. I would have rather just had the 4 songs, or if, you know, Brojob were going to add 4 more, why not just do 4 more songs? This feels like a unnecessary attempt to just kind of pad out the EP. But fuck it. Honestly, there are enough, like, really crazy guitar licks and percussive beatdowns that, you know, maybe people will get something out of examining these songs a little more closely, you know, figuring out all the little tricks and such. I'm feeling a 3 out of 5, I guess. It's well made, it's well produced, it knows exactly what it wants to be, and it does so pretty successfully, I would say. Again, this is not something I'm blasting on Christmas, but hey, if you can get me to listen to, like, almost an album's worth of Christmas material and not have me want to murder myself, then that's one hell of an accomplishment. For that reason alone, I feel like this EP should get a 5 out of 5. Honest to fucking God. If you're familiar with Brojob and their antics, I don't see why you wouldn't enjoy this as well. Like I said before, I feel like a lot of, like, metal bands doing Christmas music could learn a lesson from this. Like, stop taking it so fucking seriously and just, like, let loose and do something fucking stupid. Because, I mean, that's ultimately the main reason why I'm enjoying this. It's not because, oh man, they've really done these classic songs justice. It's because they've just, like, sprayed it with so much fucking nacho cheese and barbecue sauce and candy cane pieces and gingerbread man, I guess, and it's just like a fucking sugary, greasy mess, and they just dumped it right on a plate, and they looked me dead in the fucking eyes, and they said, "Dig in, you fucking dumbass." And I did, like a dumbass, and I weirdly enjoyed it. 3 out of 5. Fuck it. Merry Christmas, I guess. It's not bad. It'll make a great stocking stuffer for the deathcore fan in the family. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I'm not an expert, nor do I claim to be, so what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? Thank you for watching. Subscribe. More videos. Kaboom jams. Merry Christmas. Ugh, it hurts me just to say that. And as always, you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.